Oh yeah, we got drinks. These are doubles because we ordered them and she was like, "Did you say doubles? I think you said doubles." And we were like, I mean,
sure.
yeah. But cheers. We'll talk soon.
Oh, God.
It's a double.
It's definitely a double.
Good morning, friends. So I am in a hotel room in Jacksonville because I just got off the Carnival Elation, and logistically it made sense for me to spend the night here before making my way down to Miami this morning. If you want to check out the Carnival Elation series, I'll link that in the card above. I know you clicked on this video for the MSC Seascape, so if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. So I'm about to go down and do some breakfast at this hotel I'm staying at the Days Inn in Jacksonville. Not the most high-end place I've ever stayed, but they do have an included breakfast, so I'm going to go check that out. And then I'm doing something I've never done before, and that's that I'm taking a train down to Miami. I wanted to try this because the train ticket is a lot cheaper. It was only $22 to take the train down, and then about $83 to stay here in the hotel overnight. So it came out to just over $100 versus a flight that would have been $180 and would have gotten me there like at midnight and stuff. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what's up. This will serve as the official start of this vlog series, the MSC Seascape. I'll be on South Beach for a couple of days. My sister Heather is meeting me there, and we're gonna do a 7-night Caribbean cruise for her birthday. I'm going to some ports I've never been to before, so should be a good one. And she hasn't been on a cruise since her birthday last year, so she's very excited. But anyway, I'll of course take you with us. We'll see what we see, we'll do what we do, and all those things. And yeah, we'll talk soon.
So I made my way over to the hotel lobby, and they had a pretty good selection of breakfast foods, which admittedly did surprise me, and I fixed myself a plate of whatever looked good, gobbled it down, and then I made my way back to my room to get ready to check out.
Alright y'all, so breakfast was okay. Better than some much higher end places that I've stayed. The eggs were actually real eggs. The one thing that was a little bit weird is they had it marked on pretty much everything, the limit that each guest could have. I guess they've had issues in the past with people like, you know, hoarding muffins and yogurts and whatever. But anyway, I have a coffee review for you. As many of you know, I do that for some reason. But this is just what they call their house blend. And they only had French vanilla and regular creamer, so I put a couple of squirts of French vanilla, and we're gonna see what this is like. Here we go. Okay, so it's not bad. I definitely taste burntness, though. It's been sitting there for a while, I can tell. I got down there kind of early. It was like just after 8, but breakfast does open at 6, so they probably brewed the coffee like, you know, 2.5, 3 hours ago. But anyway, I'll put a score on the screen. Not my favorite, but not the worst. But yeah, I'm about to go call the Uber and check out and get over to the train station and go from there. But anyway, we'll talk soon.
The Uber driver got to my hotel relatively quickly and then took me over to the train station, which was about 15 minutes away. Like I said, I'd never ridden a train like this before, at least not for the purpose of connecting to another cruise. I did try back in November of 2022, but my train ended up getting canceled, and so I took a plane instead. And I always get a little bit nervous when I'm doing something I've never done before, but it was fairly simple and it worked out well, and before I knew it, I was on the train and making my way down to Miami. It took a little bit longer than I expected it to. It was like 8 hours or something like that, but that was actually shorter than it would have been to take a plane, because in Florida, for some reason, they don't have hopper flights like we do in Texas, so you have to fly out of Florida and come back in. So like, I would have had to go to Jacksonville to like Atlanta and then down to Miami, and with the layover and everything, it makes it kind of an all-day thing anyway. But soon I was in Miami and I called an Uber driver to take me over to the hotel. We stayed at James Hotel on Miami Beach, which was really nicely located. The hotel itself was quirky but comfortable, and I spent that first night on my own. My sister got there the next morning, so I went out to explore and ended up in like the bar and restaurant district and found a nice Italian place to have some pasta, which ended up being very good, and they also had some great cocktail options, and so I just hung out there for a little bit before making my way back to the hotel and calling it a night. The next day, Heather took an early morning flight from Austin and met me at the hotel in Miami. She got there at about 9:30 in the morning, so we decided to go have some breakfast. We found a nice brunch place and I had some eggs Benedict, and we of course decided to do the bottomless mimosas. And we got a nice buzz and were absolutely stuffed, so we made our way out to the beach to walk it off. It was quite hot, and March in Miami means that there were a lot of spring breakers, us included I guess. And so after hanging out on the beach for a little bit, we made our way over to the bar and restaurant district to find a place to have a drink. And we found a chill spot where we had a few beers, and we actually ended up sitting next to some people who were also in town to board the MSC Seascape, and we hung out with and hit it off with them. And then from there I decided to take Heather over to my favorite Miami watering hole called the Gathering.
Yeah, we're at the Gathering. Cheers. Cheers.
Okay.
When we first got there, they were actually having a happy hour, so we had several rounds of drinks and hung out at Bar Gathering for a while until it got late, and then we made our way back to our room to call it a night.
All right, good morning, friends. We're ready. It's cruise day. Are you ready, Heather?
I'm so ready.
Yay!
Woo!
It's gonna be so fun. MSC Seascape out of Miami. Yeah, we're gonna go down and check out, and we've got all our stuff put together and whatever, just doing last minute, you know, fixing our faces and that kind of thing. But otherwise, we're gonna call the Uber and head over to the cruise port. It's about, yeah, pretty much time to go do all that. So we'll of course take you with us. We'll see what we'll see. We'll do what we do, and we'll talk soon.
So we called the Uber and he picked us up, and soon we were on our way over to the cruise port. It only took us about 15 minutes to get there, and then we made our way around to the ship, and the Uber driver dropped us off in the designated area, and we left our bags with the porter. And then of course from there we made our way inside the terminal to start the process of embarking the ship. Embarkation was quick and painless. Now that there's no COVID test or vaccine requirements or anything like that, as long as you have the proper documentation, they push you through really quickly. We did have to wait for a little bit in a staging area, but once they began boarding the ship, our group got called really soon, and we made our way up the gangway to board the ship, and we entered into the lobby atrium, which on the Seascape is a 4-story kind of hub area of the ship. And at this point we were hungry since we hadn't had breakfast, so we made our way up to the buffet and filled our plates with, you know, a bunch of stuff. One thing about MSC that's a little bit lacking is the food options, but this buffet was absolutely huge, so big in fact that Heather ended up getting lost, and I had to like call her and guide her over to where I was sitting. And we got plenty full, and then made our way up to the pool deck to check out what was going on up there, which of course people were already lounging in the pool and having a good time. And we had a couple of rounds of drinks up there, and then passed by the lobby bar on our way back to our room.
All right, y'all, so we made it on board. We're in the room. We currently have a big bed, but we're gonna tell them to split it. Heather's here too. Yay, we're here.
We made it.
Did we have a good embarkation? Was it fine?
That's fine. Smooth.
Yeah, it was what, you know, very quick, but then we had to wait like in the little like waiting area because they were calling like group numbers and stuff, and so it's definitely a full ship. There's going to be like 4,000 plus people on board, so we'll see how that goes. See what waiting in line for stuff is like, right? Mm-hmm. But it'll be fine. It'll be fun. We could be stuck at home doing work and whatever else. But yeah, so we're just chilling for a little bit, waiting for our luggage to get here and to tell our dude to split the beds up. And then we're going to go do like sail away and all that stuff, and then dinner after that. So it'll be good. Anything else, Heather?
Cheers.
Oh yeah, we got drinks. These are doubles because we ordered them and she was like, "Did you say doubles? I think you said doubles." And we were like, I mean, sure. Yeah. But cheers. We'll talk soon.
When in Rome. Oh, God.
It's a double.
It's definitely a double.
Vodka. But I want to thank you all so much for traveling with us. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.